We've got President Obama. It's a live image right there. Live image of President Obama starting to address the crowd at a Harry Reid re-election event in Las Vegas, Nevada. The president in the midst of a multi-state, multi-day campaign swing.
It is good to be back in Nevada.
The White House having made a decision to put him right in the middle of the hardest fought Senate race in the country. Let's go right now live to President Obama in Las Vegas.
There are a couple of folks that I want to make mention of. First of all, Congresswoman Shelley Berkeley is in the House. An outstanding freshman Congresswoman, Dina Titus, is here. Senate Majority Leader Stephen Horsford is in the House.
As we hear President Obama say the thank yous that are starting his speech tonight, we've got John Ralston, sort of dean of Nevada's political reporters, standing by with us in Las Vegas. John Ralston will be joining us right after we get out of the president's speech here to talk about the importance of this presidential appearance in this hard-fought race. Of course, it would be a titanic event for the Democrats to lose their majority leader in these elections. Not an unprecedented event, but a big deal that the Democrats are trying to avoid. Here's President Obama.
I'm happy to see all of you. And I have to say, for some reason, whenever I'm coming to Vegas, suddenly a whole bunch of folks on my staff want to come with me. I don't know. Suddenly there are no seats on Air Force One. It's all crowded. So I've already told them they've got to behave themselves a little bit while they're here. But the main reason I'm here, the main reason I need you fired up, is because in just 11 days, you have the chance to set the direction of this state and this country, not just for the next 5 years, not just for the next 10 years, but for the next several decades. And if I'm going to be able to help middle-class families all across this country live out their dreams, then I want to have a partner in the United States Senate named Harry Reid. You know, Harry's not the flashiest guy. Let's face it. You know, Harry kind of speaks in a very soft voice. He doesn't move real quick. He doesn't get up and make, big stem-winding speeches. But Harry Reid does the right thing. Harry Reid has never forgotten what it's like to grow up in Searchlight, Nevada. Got a Searchlight folk right here. He knows what it's like to be poor. He knows what it's like to work hard. He knows what it's like sometimes to hit some bumps in the road, to hit some obstacles, to have to overcome some stuff. That things don't always work out perfectly. But because of that, because he remembers where he came from, it means that he thinks every single day about how am I going to give the folks in Nevada a better shot at life. And so I want everybody here to understand what's at stake. I appreciate everybody saying Obama, but I want everybody to say Harry, 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 Harry. That's right. I need partners like Harry, and I need partners like Dina Titus. And I need partners like Shelley Berkeley. Look, but it all all depends on you. Just like you did in 2008, you can defy the conventional wisdom. The wisdom that said you can't overcome cynicism in politics. The wisdom that says the special interests always win. The wisdom that says somehow the folks with the big money who are running the most negative ads, somehow they're always going to be successful. The wisdom that says we can't tackle big challenges in America anymore. In 11 days, you can say to them, you may think, no, we can't. We think, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Sí se puede. There is no doubt that this is going to be a difficult election. And that's because we've been through an incredibly difficult time as a nation. And nobody's been hit harder than Nevada. But keep in mind, things were tough even before the financial crisis hit. Between 2001 and 2009, average middle-class families in America lost 5% of income when the Republicans were in charge. We had the slowest job growth since World War II when the Republicans were in charge. You saw your health care costs go up. You saw the cost of a college education go up. Too many jobs being shipped overseas. Too many folks working 2, 3 jobs and still barely making ends meet. And all this culminated in the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression. So we know the results of the Republican philosophy when it comes to the economy. It's no secret. Basically, their theory was you cut taxes for millionaires and billionaires. You cut regulations for Wall Street and other special interests. And then you cut middle-class families loose to fend for themselves.
President Obama speaking right now live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joining us now on the phone is John Ralston, columnist for the Las Vegas Sun, the host of Face to Face with John Ralston. John, how big of a deal is it that President Obama is there tonight?
Well, he's the first person I've ever heard, Rachel, could get a crowd to chant Harry Reid, Harry Reid, Harry Reid. So you know why he's there, and he's there because Harry Reid needs the base to turn out. It's not that so many Democrats aren't enthused about this election. They're not enthused about Harry Reid. He's got negatives even among Democrats, and so I think Obama is talking to them about the greater picture here, and that's what he's been doing across the country, is saying, this is my agenda. We can't let my agenda fail. Harry Reid is my partner. You've heard him use that word. And I have to tell you, Rachel, what I've heard is that Obama has a real personal connection to Reid and really has a lot of gratitude to him for carrying through 2 very tough pieces of legislation, the stimulus and the health care bill, much to Harry Reid's detriment.
John, the Reid campaign is hampered in some sense by the political skills of the campaigning skills of its candidate. What does Reid need to be able to do to actually pull this out?
Rachel, you have such a gift for understatement. Listen, Harry Reid was never going to win this by being the most charismatic politician in the world. He had tremendously high negatives here, so he had to do 2 things. One, he had to essentially illuminate all the things that are out there about Sharon Angle that you're well aware of, and then he had to get the base to turn out. Democrats outnumber Republicans in registration in this state, and especially in Las Vegas, where Barack Obama is right now. He needs a high turnout. As you mentioned earlier in your program, early voting has already started here, and there is no sign yet of any great Republican surge.
John Ralston, columnist for the Las Vegas Sun, host of Face to Face with John Ralston. John, this is getting more and more fun all the time. Thanks for being here.
It is indeed. Thank you, Rachel.